Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video for you here, maybe help some people out about an accuracy issue I had with this Ruger AR556 involving the Magpul Mo SL handguard. So I got this rifle a while back, bought it new. It was the Mo version, it came with all the Mo furniture, and it shot great. I have a 50-yard range here. Quarter to nickel size, 50-yard groups off a bag all day, boring regularity. So it was, great accuracy. I don't normally shoot like that with this rifle. Mostly what I do is training with a group at 10 yards and steel silhouettes out to 400 or 500 yards. So I didn't really like the forearm, the handguard. I changed it for the Mo SL. I love it. I think it's awesome. It's slim. It's great. I've also put the Mo SL stock on here because the regular Mo has that little bit of play, and this has the leaf springs in there that keeps it tight. So when I put it on there, I noticed this. Hold the scope, and the firearm is clear. And if you can see that little bit of play in the handguard, a little rotational play there. I said, okay, well, no big deal. I continued to go about shooting at 10 yards and, steel and everything. Never really noticed an issue until I put the scope on here. I put the scope on here because I was working up a hand load. I wanted to really, zoom in on a couple loads and see which was going to be the most accurate. And immediately, I start having problems. So here's a couple groups I shot, some 3-inch, 2.5, 3-inch groups all over the place. Absolutely ridiculous. Here's another one, absolutely ridiculous. All over the place. Now some of this was zeroing too, but I mean, this is okay. So I'm like, there's something is wrong here. I played with the torque on the muzzle device because we had changed the muzzle device to an A2. The Ruger comes with an A1. Looked at optics, looked at all this stuff. Well, then I come to find out if I use the magazine as a monopod and I hold the magazine well, the gun shoots great. Okay. See, well, I don't know if I have that target here, but I'm getting 1/2-inch to 5/8 inch groups at 50 yards with a load that was not really worked up for accuracy. So if I would hold the gun way back here, or rest it on the bag way back here up against the mag well, then it would shoot fine. But if I hold it out here in any way, shape, or form, rest it, hold it and rest it, anything I do, it would shoot terrible. So I'm like, okay, I don't get what's really going on here. And then I thought about that play in the handguard and said, well, that can't be it. But I'm pretty frustrated at this point, so I will put the stock, well, not stock, but that came with it, the regular Mo handguard back on. So let's take this awesome SL off. I love the SL, absolutely awesome. In the varying amounts of pressure that are placed on the barrel when you hold it and rest it, look at this barrel. This barrel measures 850 under the handguard. It's a heavy contour barrel. I really didn't think it would make any difference. So I replaced this, if I can get this on under the scope. Yeah, of course the camera's rolling, so it wants to fight. There we go. Let's see my awesome cheap tech paint job on here. So I put the Mo back on. No play at all. Well, that's funny. Okay. Well, we'll take it out to the range, give it a shot, and shot this. The only time in my life I hope to shoot a bad group, and I shot a 5/8 inch group at 50 yards. And I had the gun rested all the way at the end. On the SL handguard, that would have caused terrible accuracy. The 3-inch groups that you see on these other targets. So I held the gun like this and I rested it on the bag and I shot that group. I continued to shoot and it continued to do that. So apparently that little bit of play, that little rotational slop in the handguard is wreaking havoc with the harmonic of the barrel. You know, the barrel harmonic is why we hand load. You know, we beat that and that's how we make accurate loads. So if you see in here, there's these little protrusions in all the Magpul handguards, and those fit into the corresponding slots in the barrel nut where the gas tube goes through. Well, they're a little bit undersized or whatever. They're a little bit loose in there. So, you know, I can shoot this gun. I can hold it any way I want. I can hold it way out here. I can hold it in here. Any way I hold it, it doesn't matter. It still shoots that same group with this handguard. I put this handguard on there and it's terrible. I have a group here. Here's one. I actually had a case head separation here, but this was my accuracy load that measures just under 3/16 of an inch at 50 yards, plus the case head separation that ended up in a flyer. I don't know where that case went. There we go. Here's part of it. So federal ammo. Everybody says don't reload federal cases. I guess this is why. That was his third load, and it was not a NATO load or anything. So anyway, hopefully this will help somebody out if you're having this problem. You know, if you have a gun that's just not accurate and you think it should be a little more accurate, if you have a little bit of play in your handguard, I kind of don't believe it, but maybe it's your problem. I did contact Magpul. They gave me an RMA. I'm going to ship this out to them tomorrow, and they're going to check it out and swap it out for me. They'll probably put it on and see that it's loose. They kind of don't, you know, the guy that I spoke to, he kind of doesn't believe it. And I kind of don't believe it, but, you know, the proof's in the pudding. You know, I can shoot it like this all day. I can't even, you know, normal variances, loading up the sling or anything like that, I can't really cause the point of impact to shift with this handguard. But with the SL, it's, you know, ridiculous. So hope this can help somebody out. If you're chasing this problem, it's something to look into. Thank you very much.